I am a mom of 2 boys, and I guess I say that first because I'm very proud of my boys and of my motherhood. I come from a pretty large family, Catholic background, so transitioning into Christianity was really new and different. I am the second youngest of 4 siblings. Coming from a Catholic background, you're taught to do your sacraments. So as a younger child, I knew that. But as I got older, I departed from the Lord. And you kind of go through things in life that are very heavy. And so after living the worldly stuff, I knew my life was not right. So I knew I needed something different. I was always blessed to have very positive people around my life. However, they weren't necessarily spiritual, where they weren't leading me to the Lord. But I always knew of the Lord. I always prayed. I always knew that I was speaking to a Father, a God. But I knew that I needed to learn more because I felt like my prayers were never being answered or I wasn't being spoken to. I was missing something. I was really missing something. The Hub Church happened because through a friend of mine that used to come to the church, obviously with the pandemic, I know it affected a lot of people and not being able to get to church or anything like that. And so through her, I started connecting with the Hub Church through social media and I began to follow. But, I was still at a church even after the pandemic, but they moved and it was a little too far for me to get to. I'm not a person who really likes to depend on people much. I get that from my mom. And so I wasn't able to go anymore. And again, I stayed away from church because I had nowhere to go. Following on social media for scripture and for the guidance of the Lord really is hard. It's not the same when you're in person with a body of people who believe. And so I was just asking the Lord to show me where He wanted me to go. I tried visiting other churches that were nearby. And I know when I came here, first time I said, this is it. This is where I'll be coming. I would say right now is to grow a little more spiritually. Most definitely, we can never have enough. There's always more to learn. And even though my children are adults, to teach them more and hopefully one day they will serve the Lord just as I'm serving, be that example for them and to just stay positive and show my faith through everything that I face with them so that they can see that God is faithful and He is good. My favorite and the first verse that I memorized is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, which is trust in the Lord with all your heart, in all your ways submit to Him and He will make your path straight. Lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways submit to Him. So I think that my advice would be to anyone, first and foremost, is to build that relationship with God. And through prayer, through conversation, is build that relationship. To know that there is a loving God who is on their side, who will never leave them nor forsake them, as He's never left me. And in their own personal time, just to speak to Him, that He will listen. Just thank you, Hub Church, for welcoming me. Thank you for opening your doors, your arms, your heart, and I'm home.